I brought a water bottle on stage. I get a little bit thirsty when I'm nervous. I'm so nervous right now. But let's get this started. So hi, I'm Andy. Hi, how are you doing? Hey. Oh, you look like you go to this school. By that, I mean you look young. Thank you. How are the kids? They're doing good? Yeah, they're doing good? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, hi, Grandma. Hi. So, yeah. Warm up the crowd, Angela. Warm up the crowd. They'll be really responsive. Are you guys warm? Yeah? You're feeling okay? Put on a jacket if you don't feel warm. So, let's start this. You'll find out what I'm about to talk about in like a few seconds, but before that, quick story. I originally didn't want to do monologue show, but I had this very supportive friend who is in the audience right now. Hi, wherever you are. She came up to me one day and she said, Angela, you have to do a monologue show. I don't know, I got AP tests, I got homework. I wouldn't do the homework even if I wasn't in monologue show, but No, Angela, you don't understand. If you don't do a monologue show, I will condemn you to the land of the dead. Okay. So, I cross the river Styx, and I knock on the 7th gate of hell. Satan walks out. You again? Ronnie! Oh, look, I'm gonna see Lucy. Get out! So I come back here, because hell wouldn't take me back. So yeah, thank you, friend. Thank you, Satan. Couldn't have done this without you guys. Well, you know, this room really reminds me of my high school experience. It's dark. There are faceless strangers silently passing judgment on me. Again, I feel really nervous. But you know, people always talk about high school like it was the best thing that ever happened to them. Best 4 years of my life, except for college applications and tests and homework and classes and the teachers and, well, walking in the hallways wasn't that great. So 90% of the high school you just forgot about. Just this 10% that you remember. Oh, and it must have been great. And you know, the problem with memories is that you don't get to pick or choose what memories stay. So all the memories stay, all 4 years, and they stay and they stay and they stay, and one day you realize they've hung family photos everywhere, and they're harassing the neighbors. So you say, get out, all of you, get out. They hide in the basement, they wait for that one moment. Hey Angela, oh you're trying to socialize? Let me tell you about all the embarrassing things that ever happened to you. Thanks. So I'm here, you know, I think it's about time I remind you guys about a few things that you probably won't miss about high school. When you're reaching for a pencil and your hand brushes up against something moist and warm and on the underside of your desk, you pull it out and you realize it's gum, minty fresh. When you're walking through the hallways, and it's pretty crowded, you know, people walk shoulder to shoulder to shoulder, laughing and talking, oh, hi friends, how you doing? And you're walking right behind them. It's like this impenetrable fortress of Troy. You need a horse to plow through. And you're walking in the wrong direction. Your class is this way. Why are you walking this way? Oh, here's my pen. Here's my pencil. Here's my notebook. Because your friend thought it'd be hilarious to just walk behind you and unzip every pocket of your backpack. And you know, that uncomfortable feeling about eating in a public place like the cafeteria, so you eat lunch in the bathroom. But see, the problem is that people use the bathroom for not eating. So you're standing in line, people are like, oh, do you have to go? I was like, no, I just want to eat lunch here. Okay. Now here's the problem. See, high school bathrooms, water spots, smears all over the glass from people who have to be close to examine every divine bit of their face. The eyeliner can somehow make it to the eyes, but the paper towel cannot make it to the trash can. The toilet paper is an inch radius around the toilet bowl. Can you follow that logic with me? Oh, you can't. There is no logic. But as much as I complain about the experiences in high school, I think the reason my teenagers don't like high school that much is because a lot of the material we learn is unrelatable. There's that dead white guy. Shakespeare. Shakespeare, dead white guy, typical dead white guy. He was a very good poet. We read a lot of his works in class. Only ever in class. We say we read his stuff outside of class. Don't believe us. Don't. High schoolers, best liars ever. Here's the problem. See, all of his work is in Old English. It's all, good morning, top of the morning to you, Jamila. Would you like some crumpets and tea? Bye now. No, that gets pretty tiring after a while. I think if we modernize Shakespeare, give it a good backdrop of music, Shakespeare could be more relatable to the current teen. So I'm here to teach you how to make Shakespeare more relatable. So, first things first. You need to wear something cool. And I don't mean cool with an L, I mean cool. Like a pigeon. Like a First, you need to find something cool to wear. So like a chair. If you look like, this is like a folding chair. Like folding chairs are really neat, you know? Like, so like you just kind of unfold it and okay, maybe that won't work. So, okay, I guess this jacket will do. Alright, leather, rebel with a cause. This is like something my dad would wear. Wrong one! Okay. Wrong part! Hang on! Do you have it paused? Can you pause it? The pause button's like on the right somewhere. Did you pause it? Sweet, okay. So, sorry, my DJ. I'm only paying him $5 an hour, so. It's understandable, his frustration. Ooh, buttons. Okay. See, the next thing you gotta do, bling, if I can get this to work. So, normal rappers wear like gold and silver, which is fine. This is like typical, Eminem, like Jay-Z, Dr. Pepper attire. but like, if you really want to get the audience, you gotta get like indigo and like magenta. The ladies love magenta. So you got this. Last but not least, you need shades. Now, I suggest you get something with leopard print. These are actually my mom's, but yeah, I'm not cool enough to wear shades all the time. But yeah, so I suggest something like SPF 15, something not too cool. Because if you're too cool, you end up tripping over your own ego, and then a lot of things happen. Okay, so, gotta put it on, and then music. To be or not to be? That is the question. With a greater and greater trials, tribulation, both the keys and opposition. It's nothing to learn. Sit down. I mean the VIP existential crisis. You run like a guy, pants dreamer, fly traps, like a party streamer, blah 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 blah. Turn up, shut down. I'm done. You guys gotta hide your kitties when I'm on stage. I am a very bad influence. But, see, the problem is that I want to go through all this effort to make Shakespeare and other educational sources fun, because learning is fun. That was actually a joke, guys. see, learning isn't really that fun, but you know who likes to try to sell that point? Sesame Street. You know what Sesame Street has? 6-foot lemon feathered chickens walking around. It's not a place I want to live in. You go outside, they step on you. Alright. I think Sesame Street itself isn't a bad show, but the role models they have on there are a little iffy. They got an elephant on there that's a junkie. Hi, Big Bird. I'm gonna get my cold medication for Gordon. And his name is Snuffles. Snuffles! You got a mortician on there who teaches kids how to count. How many body bags does it take to clean up a crime scene? 2, 3 body bags. And then the bats come flying in. They got a character on that show named Oscar. See, everybody else lives in these cozy little houses. Even Big Bird's nest is like pimped out with a blanket and a teddy bear. But Oscar is the slum here. And nobody on Sesame Street seems to understand this. They call him the Grouch. They say, Oscar, why are you so mean? Oh, he's so mean, isn't he, kids? Turn that frown upside down. I live in a trash can. Speaking of trash, let's talk about Grover. I think it is long overdue, you fans of that moldy blueberry, just admit that he's useless. Where is his appeal? When was the last time you heard someone say, Grover, he is so hot. No, he doesn't have any appeal, and he tries too hard. Oh, but I am super Grover, and I am super cute too. No, Grover. See, the problem is that nobody likes Grover because he's the color blue. Nobody likes the color blue. Oh, you there, ma'am, you like the color blue. No, you don't. You like the color red. Everybody likes the color red, except for Harry. See? Everybody likes the color red because everybody is friends with that fuzzy little red friend who likes tickles and hugs. That guy had his own problems. See, puppets exist in the same world as we do, but in order not to create any rifts in the time-space continuum, they must be quarantined into a much smaller environment. Sesame Street is the ghetto for puppets. And Elmo was a little bit cotton-headed. Whenever he wasn't on stage, whenever the lights weren't shining on him, he would stay in his apartment and scribble all over his walls in crayon. And he would dream about being something other than what he was. He wanted to go out into the real world and speak with humans and be treated like something other than the fancy mitten that he was. But Elmo was only a puppet. One day, when Elmo was in his apartment fantasizing about all the places he could travel to, he decided, I'm gonna be a bird. So he turns to his pet goldfish, which he constantly talks to. Dorothy, don't you think I could be a bird? Elmo is a bird. Dorothy says, oh, blah, 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 blah. Yes, Elmo. Gosh darn it, you jerk, you never feed me. So he opens the window and he steps out onto the ledge and he gazes out into the horizon past the barbed wire walls and the sentries. And he spread his arms out and he jumped. Elmo was dead. Now, see, Elmo and any other puppet, they're very easy to replace. You take some bolts of cloth, you stitch them together, and bam, new Elmo. Nobody would ever notice the difference. You haven't, have you? I can sense there are people in the audience leaning away from me. I'm sorry. Hi, hey there, okay. See, I can sense there are people in the audience leaning away from me, and I feel really bad for ruining your childhood. Like, I'm very, very sorry. I'm sorry you're crying. I'm so sorry. But see, you're not the only people with delusional childhoods. I had a delusional childhood. When I was little, thank you. When I was little, I thought French bread was made out of French people. I still ate it. Yeah, really like some like French bread and like salami. Okay, all right. German chocolate cake convinced me that all Germans taste the same. That is not true. I have actually experimented this. It's not true. They're all different degrees of sweat and salt and whatever else that is. All right. See, when I was little, I also liked to eat raw tomatoes, kind of like apples. I know some of you in the audience do that too, but you won't admit it because, it's kind of weird. But see, I ate these raw tomatoes. I'd find the pockets of juice and I'd bite in and just suck out all the blood. I mean, the juice. Suck out all the juice. I don't quite remember having friends as a kid. Pretty sure I had some. Could just be a delusion. Now, see, I don't think I was even the worst kid. I feel like there's a lot of kids who vampirize tomatoes and eat French people. But see, I think the kid with the worst childhood, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Jesus Christ, people, that's not his name. It's Jesus Chris. The T at the end is actually a cross for extra holiness. Demons be gone. Oh, you're still here. Oh! Yeah, Angela, great idea. Insult the audience, they'll totally like you after that. I'm sorry. You're all wonderful. That'll be my plug. Okay. See, he had an entire book written about him, the Bible. And they always misspell his name, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ was crucified. Jesus Christ had 12 disciples. But in 13? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I assumed it was 12 because 13 was an unlucky number. But see, the problem is that the worst luck in that book went to his dad, actually, Jesus Chris's dad. Imagine coming home one day after making tables and chairs and tables. Honey, I'm home. Oh dear, I have wonderful news for you. I'm pregnant. I'm sorry. Mary, we have not. Don't worry, Joseph, it's not yours. What? It's God's. Oh. Joe was a pretty chill guy, but what really took the cake? One night, 3 guys broke into their barn. Hello, yes. We would like to see your baby. They brought carpets and other classy crap. Leave the manger there. I think the wise men weren't that wise with their gift choices. See, you have a young, able-bodied couple living in a barn. If anything, they're probably hungry. They should have brought like a sandwich or like a pumpkin, something to eat. But no, they brought perfume and gold. Of course, you can eat that too. Tastes like French people. You know, speaking of food, you guys have been laughing a lot. I wonder if laughter had a flavor, would you laugh as much? Like if it was a very tasty flavor, like if giggles tasted like Fruit Loops, would you laugh as much? Here, have some giggles. You have some giggles. And you have some giggles. Okay, I'll give you some more giggles. Here you go. You all get giggles. I feel like Oprah Winfrey. Now, see, that's the problem. I throw things at you and you laugh. That's not quite how life works. Here, Angela, catch this. Okay. Mind explaining that to me? Now, I'm just going to assume with all your laughter and cheers, you like Cheerios and Fruit Loops, so that's great. What if laughter tasted disgusting? What if it was asparagus and cream cheese? What if every time you laughed, you tasted asparagus and cream cheese in your mouth? Disgusting. Some people are actually excited. Oh, asparagus and cream cheese! I guess I was wrong. I guess there's some people who just like really weird things. But see, if laughter tasted like asparagus and cream cheese, I don't think as many people would laugh anymore, because it's disgusting. My point exactly. Now, if we're going to stay on the topic of food, let's talk about Miracle Whip. No. Miracle Whip whitens bread. It's like the toothpaste